How's it going, everybody? Welcome into another video. I've got a very fun one today. Today, I'm gonna let my 3-year-old son pick my disc golf bag. Now, there are a lot of different avenues to go here, but I decided to make this a little bit high stakes because obviously we could just say, oh, he's picking my bag and he's not gonna know what he's doing, and then it'll just be difficult to score with the bag. I feel like that's the conventional way to do this because, you know, everybody does this. But the way I'm gonna do it is I'm gonna make it double stakes because not only is there the randomness that he's going to pick discs that maybe aren't the best for what I'm trying to accomplish, but I'm going to add in a second twist, which is that whatever he picks is going to be on the line for this video, and I have no control over what he grabs out of my collection. So he could grab the most valuable, most precious disc to me that I would never give away, and I'm putting it on the line. It's all in his hands. So let's cut over to that. Okay, we're here in the basement. This is the moment of truth. Brooks, come here, please.
Okay.
Come here. I need you to pick out 10 discs, whichever ones you want. Can you pick 10?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead. Pick the first one. And then hand them to Daddy one at a time. Okay. Which one's this? Why do you like this one?
It's in
What?
wrestling.
Okay, sure. Okay, pick out number 2. We need another one. This one here. Okay. You can pick from anywhere you want. Now we need to pick a third one. He likes that section. Okay. Cool, that's 3. Maybe try picking one from over here now. Can you pick one from this side?
Okay.
Okay. No. How about over here on this side? Can you pick one from over here? Yeah, thank you. Oh, there you go. Oh. 4 putters so far. Okay, good job. Keep going.
He's back over here.
Oh, that's another good one. Wow, so far, all putters. That's 5.
Ooh, ding!
He went back to that
I'm
one.
not even sure I'm allowed to give that away. Okay.
No.
How about another one? How about from over here again?
Okay. Yellow one.
The yellow one. Okay. That's not too bad. We need, let's see, 3, 6. We need 2 more. Okay. How about one from one of these shelves over here?
Teeny.
Okay. Cool. I think that's 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good job. This is your selection. Probably the most unbalanced bag of all time.
Okay.
Do you have any changes you want to make? Do you want to trade
Do you want
any
to
out?
swap any out, Bubby?
This teeny.
You want to swap this out? Which one do you... Wait, we already have 10, so you have to take one away to put this one
So
in.
which one do you want to put back?
Do you want to put one back?
This.
Which one? Oh my gosh, that's a brutal swap. Okay, here you go. Put that one back.
I thought he pointed to the purple.
I don't think you did. I mean, that was ruthless. Okay, is this the 10 that you like? Or do you want to change any more?
This one.
Which one are you changing?
This one.
Oh, you're changing that one? Okay, which one do you want to do instead? You gotta pick a different one instead of that. Another kind of one of a kind disc. Okay, that'll be it. No
All
more.
right, all done.
You can pick many more to your desire in your free time. Your job here is done.
It's this.
What is that?
That's this.
What is that?
That's a bear.
That is a bear. What is this?
That's a fishy.
It is a fishy. You like the ones with the animals on it, huh? Okay, my bag has been selected. And I gotta say, that went pretty great as far as content is concerned, but I'm pretty scared because he really went for the throat. He started out with some not great stuff and a lot of putters. But then he got into some stuff that's like one of a kind or very special to me. So I'll start with the not as interesting stuff. So he got a P3X. I like this disc, but whatever, it's stock. This is a Chris Clemens Moonshine Judge. So this thing is a little bit more special, but not the end of the world. And then this is probably the last disc with no sentimental value. It's just a West Side Adder. No big deal, right? Okay. Now we get into some more sentimental things. This here is an Innova Scorpion, DX Scorpion. This is out of production and very vintage. So that right away, I don't want to give that away. This here is a Pastry Dyes Judge. that they did for me when I joined Team Dynamic. One of a kind, sentimental, would not want to let that go. Another one of a kind, pastry dyes. This is a pure that they did for me when I joined Team Dynamic. You know, it makes sense that the 3-year-old would pick the very colorful, pretty to look at discs. Really didn't think that through. Then we have this DX Cobra. This isn't a big deal, but I did get this on the West Coast tour and it was kind of fun, but that doesn't really matter. And then we've got a classic Burst Slammer. This is a bummer because they don't make a ton of these anymore, but it's not a huge deal because they're more readily available than they used to be. The last two are some big hitters. A Dark Horse Trespass. I don't even think I'm allowed to give these away per Brody's commands, but I have to now, so just don't tell him if I lose. And then the last one, this is just hilarious that he picked this of all the discs. This is a USDGC DX0 that I got autographed by Katrina Allen, Alden Harris is on here, Matty O's on here, Ricky Wysocki is on here. It might be Eagle McMahon, a lot of people on this. So that's just hilarious that he brought that out. So here are the stipulations for today's video. We are at Lynchburg College. We're gonna play it twice through and we have to shoot 10 under. That's 1 under for each of the discs that I have in my bag in order to keep the discs. If I do not succeed, these are all going into the U section at Foundation. I'm dumping them in there Monday morning when I get to work. That is the challenge. It's that simple. I do not want to lose these discs. Hopefully I can make it happen. I am still nursing a back injury, so play is a little interesting, but doable. I'm not making a rule that I have to throw every disc in here. I think the disadvantage is that it's just a complete random slew of discs. It could have been worse. I think I have a little bit of everything that can work out here, but I'm sure there'll be times where I have to throw something not ideal. Okay, here we are, first hole. I'm starting over here on hole 7 because I had to get ahead of some groups, but we'll still play twice through and we'll just end on hole 6 the second time through. Right away, this isn't a shot I would want this disc for. I usually like a mid-range here, but both my mids are way too flippy. So I'm gonna throw a turnover with this pure and just, you know, we'll try to just make birdie here. You don't need to be a hero. And considering the state my back is in, I'm not gonna be getting to the basket, especially with a putter. It's a really good throw. Yeah, that was a great line. Had I had a little more disc, that'd be pretty close, but that'll be a jump up for birdie. We got to get these because if you're doing the math, obviously we have to get 5 under for each round, which is very doable, but you know, I haven't been playing out here a ton. Like I said, I'm a little hurt, so it won't be easy. We have to make sure we get these easy par 4s. I hadn't really given any thought as to what my putting putter would be, but I think that it probably makes the most sense to use the Judge. Historically, I'm pretty good with that, and it's really my only option for a baseline putter, so we'll give this a little stab. Not too far away here. Decent little bid. Sit. Okay, I threw that a little further than I would have liked to, but should be able to make birdie, hopefully. All right, this is not as far as I thought. Not too bad. These are important putts though. Oh, a little shaky. You guys know I do a lot of this kind of content where I like to give stuff away or put stuff on the line. Just makes it exciting for me, especially when it's just me out here. But I feel like I've been getting it handed to me lately. I've lost so many of these in a row that, you know, as much as you guys want these discs in the U section, I really feel like I need a win today. Okay, so immediately we have a forehand hole here. I can throw this trespass. My forehand is just not going to be at full strength because I can't get down as low as I need to. So we're just going to try and stay upright and just mash it out there best we can. See if we can get there. A little headwind. Oh, I didn't flip at all. Hit the trees. Oh my gosh. I'm lucky the trees caught that. That was like knifing towards OB. That's really surprising. There's a big headwind that just came in, and that's a trespass. It didn't really flip at all. I threw it once in the field and it had a little give. Maybe it's coming off the left more. It must have just been coming off the left and swept it. That was a bad shot. Just a little jump up and down from here. Not a big deal. There we go. Tap that out for a par. We don't have to, it's not nearly as strict as when we were doing our perfect challenge here. So we just need to get the birdies that are offered to us and not make any dumb mistakes. I feel like I'm like 100% lifetime on that lefty tap in, and it's gonna get me one of these days. Don't really have a disc I love for this shot. I'll throw the adder. It's just a skip shot around the corner, hole 9 here. Still 1 under par. I just have to take a little bit off this, but this should work. I just need a big skip. Yeah, that looks perfect. Get a skip. Oh yeah. Okay. Still came in a little quick, but as long as it put the brakes on, I should have a pretty close putt. Got that shot pretty good now. Well, what I thought was a really good shot came in early and surely must have rolled a little. I feel like I have a pretty good gauge of this hole. This is not a good look at all. Huh. That was a super nasty spot that rolled to, or skipped to, I don't know. That's a bummer. That's kind of one of the birdies you really like to get. Just didn't give myself a chance. Well, the good news is for hole 1, I've got about 1 million discs to use. I've got like 4. P3X is what we'll go with. Just try to play our hyzer and get our second birdie of the day. That is so wide, and it flipped up. That needs to go so far left. And he's a huge skip. Okay, I got a pretty big skip. That's gonna be like a 35 footer, but that was a pretty poor shot. Did not get that in the right spot. All right, we got kind of a straddle hyzer putt look. It's not ideal at all. I actually can go kind of straight at this. We're just gonna play it straight. That needs to go left. Ew. Golly. Give myself a comebacker. This is a little shaky here. Center pole. There we go. I'm kind of just going to that straddle putt right now when I need to make putts because it's just been much better than my normal putt. Still only 1 birdie. Not good. I do not want to have to shoot near perfect my second play through. Okay. Easy straight backhand with the pier here. This should be my bread and butter. If there ever was such a thing. Yep. That's parked. Okay, I think that's right next to it. That disc is so good. All right. Nice tap in. Nice birdie. And now we're 2 under. We're going somewhere. We'd love to just escape hole 3 here with a par. So we're just gonna chip slammer here, lay up, and just get in there and try to make a par because we're not trying to shoot perfect, so we don't even have to mess with birdie here. I think this first round, if I can come out of it like even just 4 under and need to get the 6 on the second through, like I'll be warmed up a little and that might help. Maybe. That's too wide. Okay, but it's short enough. Not a very inspiring throw. We'll see what that leads to. Yeah, unfortunately, this is like a super bummer of a lie. I can either just try and pump a backhand in there and hope it gets like lucky, but like the flex forehand is pretty much the way to do it. I do have this adder, so that is great for this shot. Hopefully I just don't overturn it because we don't want that to happen. Should work. Oh, I like that a lot. Oh, bad tree, good tree, bad tree. Okay. I might be able to get that up and down. That was thrown a little too high. It just needed to miss 1 tree and it didn't. Okay, this is not too bad at all. Oh, by the way, guys, I've got some exciting news. I should be getting a new camera here pretty soon. So stay tuned for that. We're upping the quality finally on this channel. Really excited about that for you guys. So, okay, we have a chance to get up and down. This is a little bit awkward though. These branches are in my way. I have to get this forehand up there like really quick. I don't love it. I gotta do it though. That was, oh, it got, okay, no, it got through. I'll say that was pretty skillful. That's pretty close. Okay, that was a good shot. That was awkward, but well done. We got a pretty good look at par there. It's time to call upon our magical straddle putt again, save our par. We need it most. Yeah, that's just working. I feel comfy with that from 15 feet. Hey, by the way, today as I'm filming this, tonight is the Super Bowl. I'm pulling for the Eagles because I don't like the Eagles, but I really don't like the Chiefs. This video is obviously dropped on Monday, so let me know down in the comments, what'd you think about the game? Did the refs rig it? What happened, you know? It's funny that in this bag, I go like, there's really not a lot of safe discs. Okay, I'm actually gonna throw the Scorpion here because it's kind of a fairway and it kind of goes straight if I throw it on hyzer. Hole 4, par 4. I'm realizing now I have one more free birdie essentially on hole 6, but that would only get me to 3 under. So I really want to get 4 or 5 to get it more comfy going into that second 9. Missing 9 and 1, not good for this round. But I don't know. Let me know in the comments if any of you have ever thrown a Scorpion. This thing is old. This has like the San Marino embossing on the back. And I'm guessing this is like a 90s mold. So we'll see how it does. Hyzer flip it down there. Ooh, a little bit too flippy. Just don't cut roll too much. Oh, that is... Oh, and it BMX ramps into the woods. In the history of bad shots, that is up there. A cut roller that lands 200 feet down the fairway, rolls as fast as if it was chased by the serial killer, and then BMX hops into the woods. Excellent. Yeah, we ended up in a pretty tragic spot here. This is just, first I got to try and get to this disc, and then we're just going to be pitching it out because it is no good. We hopped so far in here. And then this is going to be a real sticky situation because now I'm going to be getting up and down to try to save par. And if I don't save par, I'm really putting myself in a bad spot in this run. Really bad spot. I'm also probably stepping on an animal's house right now. Just need to get this disc, get my leg in the lie. Okay, we're just tossing this out. Not super far. That'll do. Don't roll too far. Okay, middle of the fairway. This is just not an easy up and down at all. We're gonna go with the judge. Nice and straight. Should be able to keep it on line. I struggle with this shot a lot. Not today. We're gonna play it right at the basket with a little bit of turn. Just right at it. Okay. Oh, it just didn't come out of it at all. Just turned the whole way. Right back into the forest. That's gonna be a bogey. Wow, that is so stupid. I can't stand this stupid hole and why I lose at it every time. And now I'm gonna be back to 2 under. I'm cooked. No, back to 1 under. Well, we stayed on the edge of the woods, so this isn't an impossible make, but like we've really got to make this. If we don't, we've got to get 5 and 6, or we're gonna be setting ourselves up for trying to play basically a perfect 9. Low the whole way. Dang it. Well, rats. I can't believe what kind of dummy I have to be to consistently bogey this hole on this channel. It's so easy. It's a wide open par 4. It's eagleable. I don't understand what's wrong with me. This is to put us back to 1 under par. And we got to make this. Thank goodness. Thought I missed that high for a second. All right, we have got to claw out of this one. Holy cow. Hole 5 here has become very critical to this run, and I did not want it to be. We're going to go forehand with the trespass, and we just got to hope we hit the line and miss the trees because I don't think I can eagle the next hole. I just think I can throw far enough right now. Overturned it. Get lucky. Oh, it kicked. There's a par save from there. This back nine's got to be special. Okay, this is really a tricky spot. I think I have to just go right at the middle at this. And this is tight. And this is not a forehand stance that I like, but I have to hit the shot. I really do. Oh, it got so lucky. I think I hit the gap left to right, but it was too high and I skipped off that branch right next to the basket. Okay, that was a break that we needed to keep us on life support, but that's where we're at. Okay, that's not good. Next hole is officially a must get. If we don't get it, we'll have to actually shoot perfect on the back second 9, and that's just hilarious because I don't see that happening in my current state. Yeah, so definitely in my original game plan, hole 6 I wanted to just play for birdie, but considering we're 1 under par, like eagle here would be massive because a birdie, I go to 2 under. That means I just need to shoot 8 under on the second 9, which doesn't seem like it'll happen today, but I've done that plenty of times at least. 8 under is actually way easier than 9 under. I don't know why it just is. But if I can eagle this and get to 3 under and only need a 7, that is so much more doable. That just means basically missing the 2 holes, the par 4s I struggle with, and getting most of the rest of the stuff. So We're gonna go with the trespass though and try and get it there and hopefully not break ourselves. I turned it straight over. Luckily it missed the tree. That was an interesting way to make this harder to even make birdie, but it could have been worse. I put a little snap on it. I really did. Turned it straight over and we'll have a forehand from there. Okay, this is not too bad. It's just a little awkward because when you're chipping this forehand in here, it's hard to miss the limbs and get into the little narrow passage. So it's taking a little precision. We're just gonna go in high and crash it. You know what, let's go driver. This is just gonna be a real baller strategy. We're gonna take the sharper disc, the driver, and we're gonna just try and crash it into the tree limbs and hope it pops through. Like that. Look at that. Oh, backwards rolled. That was evil. I'm gonna mathematically eliminate myself. Rollaway did us so dirty here, and now we have like a 30-footer up the hill for the rest of our lives. We have to make this. This is not great. It is pretty open though. We can make this. Oh my gosh, it's a miracle. Positive self-talk for the win. Oh my, I thought I missed it so far right. Oh my gosh, that was a miracle. Whew. Wow. You know, there's a reason we're clinging on to this today. We're gonna come back in the second 9 here and do it. Okay, that's our first 9, 2 under par, shambolic. However, 8 under is doable. I've done it many times. And it's gonna start with trying to eagle the next hole. So that's fun. Okay, like I was saying, we have no choice now but to try and eagle when we can, because we need to shoot 8 under. So we'll go as long as we can before we're mathematically eliminated. That might take 3 holes, it might take all 9. These discs are trembling with fear though, because it's looking bad for them. But remember, when I did the perfect series out here, I shot 8 under quite a few times before I actually shot 9. And if you get an eagle on either this hole or the last hole we'll play, it becomes quite doable. You just have to get the must-get hole. So we need to go at least birdie this hole, and then we have to get like 8, 9, 1, or at least 9 and 1 this time, 9, 1 and 2, to like get this thing rolling. I'm just waiting for the group in front of me. They were on the next tee, but then I don't know where they went. So, okay, we're gonna go with the trespass because I know it'll turn over and I know it'll get to the basket. And even though it's too much disc, I think if I take some off of it, it'll work. And I can't risk throwing something short or trying to throw a putter hard enough that I break my back again, or this video will be over real quick. So here we go. A little bit of tailwind, so I gotta make sure I turn it. Oh, it's going through the trees. Oh, I got to kick out of the trees. Okay, well, that could have been disastrous. It's still not going to be an eagle, but it should be an easy birdie, and that's not the end of the world. We just have to play really clean through these next 4 holes afterwards. Get down. That's not my best work at all. Okay, this isn't that bad. I'm throwing a lot of shots that look awful. Oh, holly bushes, they look so unassuming and they stab like you wouldn't believe. Keep throwing shots that look like disasters and end up being okay. This isn't the most fun. Oh boy. That was a little scary. All right, well, that's a birdie and we're alive. It's just about staying alive. I guess that's what every challenge I do becomes within like the first 10 minutes. Next hole, we're back to that forehand. So we'll see how it goes. Okay, we're back to the forehand hole on 8. It still feels like a tailwind, but I'm gonna play this forehand flatter this time because, or sorry, it feels like a headwind because I think the wind is actually coming off the left. So that's how we're gonna play it. Hopefully it hasn't switched. I really need a birdie. I mean, it's straight in my face. I'm gonna turn this over. It's gonna be so bad, but I have to try. Yeah, shocker, it's a headwind. Like, I don't understand. What? I mean, that's 300 feet left of the basket. Last time I played it like a headwind and it shot my disc right. This time I throw it flat, playing it like it's left to right. And what happens? It's a headwind. Who'd have thunk we'd be scrambling from here on this wide open hole? Okay, it needs to be a backhand. Sit. That's fine. That'll do. I did not want this hole to be my like gimme in this 9 holes I need to be perfect, because now if I don't get an eagle, I can't miss again, and that is a real tough place to be. You know, at some point here, I just need to start blaming the toddler, because he somehow picked just an evil bag. I've just been missing some really crucial discs for certain holes. That straddle putt though, that is looking good. Things are looking up around there. But like missing the neutral fairway and mid has been devastating for this run. Okay, so where we're at now, we can only par one more hole, and that's then if we were to par one more, we would have to eagle the final hole, or else we have to birdie out just straight through. So hopefully we can at least get 9, 1, and 2 and get things a little interesting before we hit the brick wall that is 3 and 4 and 5 realistically. I'm gonna try the same strategy on this hole because I think the last one was well executed. I think it rolled away. So we'll see if that's the truth. Throw a little further this time. Well, if I thought the first one was bad, I think that's probably in the exact same spot. It's just not going so well. Okay, this ended up just fine. So I'm not really sure what happened to the first one. I think it got a roll away because this is where I expected the first one to be. Nice and close. Alrighty. Well, we got that. That was needed. Just got to get 1 and 2 now and just keep the momentum rolling. Next 2 holes are absolute non-negotiables here if you want to do this. So it starts with this, going back to the P3X on hyzer and not pulling it wide like last time. That's better. That's a lot better. It needs to go, needs to go, needs to go. Ooh. I caught the last tree, but it kicked off of it. I think that's a putt. It's just, I don't know how long that is. I haven't putted from there much. Okay, this is better than the putt we had first time around. A lot less awkward, not quite as far. It's just still not ideal. Putter's been working okay today though. That's just not gonna cut it. That is just not gonna cut it. Okay, well, now we officially cannot make a another par. If we par hole 2, challenge is over, discs in the used bin. I really thought that making this line 10 under was gonna be more competitive. I'm sorry. Missing hole 1 twice in a row on this run, like if that doesn't tell you all you need to know about my chances in this, it's not dead yet, but because 2, I do birdie that a lot, but then I go straight into 3 and have to make birdie on that hole, and you know how that is, so. We're just gonna go back to the pure on this hole because it worked the first time and now we need it. Oh no, I overcooked it. Hit a tree. Oh my gosh. I so overcooked that. I don't know what happened. I found another gear or something. And then I didn't hit any trees. That's gonna be so far into the woods. Okay, this actually is, once again, not as bad as I've been thinking, but it's gonna be awkward. Oh, it's really awkward. I gotta go through this window, do or die. Have to make this or we're out. We cannot possibly birdie enough holes, which is hilarious. There's like supposed to be 7 holes left or whatever. That's not true. It's supposed to be like 5 holes left. Come on. Oh my gosh. That is just poetic. Holy cow. Guys, I got my butt handed to me out here today. That was tough. Okay. This really stinks, man. I didn't really, I'm gonna lose all these discs. Okay, well, the next clip you'll see will be me putting these in the used section. I'm a man of my word. They will go there. I always do. And by the time you're seeing this video, there may be some left over. Maybe there's not. I don't know, but you can check it out. This Pastry Dice Pure is really good. Love that disc. There's all those cool autographs on there as well. So yeah, I will have to check on the Dark Horse disc just to make sure with Brody, but I think he'll let it slide. So it's gonna go in there.
What are these for?
Sell them.
Sell them?